Football has fallen off. It's trash. It's screwed. We're done. What the heck? What has happened to football? What has happened to the ballers? So I'm engaged in a Twitter war right now with peeps who are unhappy with the list. So again, obviously, you saw my previous video where I went down the list of the current nominees. And then there's a tweet, I think it's by the Euro, I think AFC Ajax, Euro fan account, saying that, man, look at how football has fallen off and just the lack of ballers. Because they shared the 2015 list. And when you look at this list, so let me just bring this, all right? So when you look at this list here, you've got Hazard there. You've got, of course, Messi there. You've got Cristiano there. You've got Mascherano there. Okay. Of course, you have Pogba there. You've got Neymar there. You've got Rakitic there. You've got 2015 De Bruyne. 2015 De Bruyne. And you've also got 2015 Eden Hazard there. So let's just start by saying this. So when you look at these guys here, these so-called ballers here, are these guys better? Are these guys more talented and better footballers than the nominees? Oh yeah. In terms of just natural football talent, they're better. Just as natural talents. But as well known, football was all about talent. Okocha with the greatest player of all time. So would Riquelme. So would Quaresma. But we know that talent is one thing. What you do with that talent and what you do in key games and how you affect big games and the trophies you win and how you contribute to those trophies, that's another thing. So, because again, it goes both ways. So yes, as natural players, these ballers are better. Can you please tell me whether Ibrahimovic ever reached a UCL final playing for Juventus, Inter Milan, AC Milan, PSG, Barca? Can you please tell me what Aguero did for Argentina? What contributions did he have to their Copa America win or their World Cup win? Can you please tell me whether Sergio Aguero led City to a UCL victory? Led them to a UCL victory. Can you please tell me whether or not Karim Benzema founded the scholarship section of the Brick Academy during that decade? This ain't the 2022 Benzema who was outstanding. This was the side chick Benzema who used to play like if he had two anvils on his football boots. He founded the scholarship section of the Brick Academy. So again, are we going to be real or are we going to be real here? Rakitic was a quality player. Are we now calling Rakitic the greatest midfielder of his generation? A very good player who I feel was a bit underrated. Is he a midfield great? Is Rakitic a generational midfielder? Mascherano? Mascherano was good. Mascherano? We're repping Mascherano now? Muller, amazing. We're calling Muller a baller. So, guys, this is what we need to understand here. And this is what I learned here. Because this is a new generation that is going to do different things here. Yamal at 16 and 17 has done more than that entire list did at their age. So who knows what Yamal could potentially do? The only thing missing from Vini is he's not saying what's up for Brazil, but he's still young. What if he figures out Brazil and suddenly becomes amazing for Brazil? Bellingham is in his early 20s. He just featured in his first full tournament as a major starter, first one. Who knows what he's going to do? Because the fact of the matter is, we know their entire careers. We know that Ibrahimovic, you were an ultimate UCL flop. Aguero, you were a UCL and international flop. We know that Hazard, you flopped out to Real Madrid and did not realize your full potential at Real Madrid. Sanchez, amazing for what you did for Chile. You didn't really do what you needed to do for Barcelona. De Bruyne, what did you do for Belgium? So we can go on and on and on and on. How long did it take before Lewandowski eventually decided to show up at a UCL? So we've already know the end product of these guys. But for this crew, look at what these guys have already achieved. Vini has already achieved more than Ibra in his entire career. He's already done that. So my thing is, let's see where these guys end up, because we are now acting as if this is what they'll be forever, that they'll never improve. Most of these guys here are in the elite. Nico Williams, Yamal, Bellingham, Palmer, these guys are in their early 20s. Now, if they remain as they say, okay, fine. But what if they improve a lot? Vini was garbage to begin with. Bro, I was the first to say, man, this guy's trash. Look at where he is now. So Vini went from me calling him a complete total break to he's arguably the best player in the world now. So my thing, though, is there's no point in doing comparisons, because if we do it, it's futile. So let's even go even deeper now. So this is the 2000 list. Ballon 2000. Figo, Zidane, Shevchenko, Henry, Nesta, Rivaldo, Batistuta, Mendieta, Raul, Paolo Maldini. Okay. Bart says Roberto Carlos, Kluivert. Bro, okay, let me bring up this list. Guys, please tell me a single quality defender on this list. I'll wait. Tell me a single quality defender on this 2015 list. Are there even any defenders on this list? So, were these attackers really that good? Or did they go up against a bunch of bums as defenders? You see how we did that? So, what if these attackers actually went up against people who actually knew how to defend? Because my boys, my generation guys, that's a peak Nesta. Peak. That's a peak Maldini. Who else do we have there? You also have Roberto Carlos, but no, I'm just going to give you two. I'm a give, because I'm going to go for the back, but I'm just going to give you 2000. So let me just give you Nesta and Maldini. Most of those attackers would drop a 0 piece if you had Nesta or Maldini defending them. Most of those attackers. Now, we know what Messi can do. We know what Cristiano can do. Most of those attackers would drop a 0 piece. So my question to this 2015 list is, again, there are ballers here. There are complete amazing ballers here. But the issue I have with this list is, where are the defenders? Please tell me where are the defenders on this list. Because it shows that these guys, even if they're amazing, I do believe Neymar, Cristiano, Pogba, Messi, in any era they would ball. But for a lot of these guys, what defenders were you going up against? So maybe you looked good because you could start part and look amazing against people who did not know how to defend. So let's even go further back. This is the 98 list. Zidane, Ronaldo, Rivaldo, Batistuta, Thuram, Davids, Bergkamp, Desailly, De Boer, let's see, Roberto Carlos, Blanc, Barthez, Del Piero. So I have a few more defenders for you guys. So Thuram, Davids beats up some armed robbers on a freaking street who tried to rob him. So that's what he can do on the streets. We already know what we can do on the pitch. That's what we can do on the streets. So who else we have? So I'm going to give you Thuram, I'm going to give you Davids, Desailly, I'm just going to give you four. Look, I'll give you those three defenders. De Boer, Desailly, Thuram. Proper defenders. So that 2015 era, do you think they could do anything against those defenders? So you see, guys, what I want to say is that please tell the whole story. These were ballers here. They're amazing. And as natural ballers, they are superior to this era. But tell the full story. Would they have looked as good if they went up against De Boer, Desai, Cannavaro, Thuram, Maldini, Nesta? Would they have looked as good? Because the thing about that decade, of 2010 to 2020, it's arguably the best decade for attackers. So strikers, inside forwards, attacking midfielders. But it might be one of the worst decades for defenders. Now, let's see what this decade brings. But that decade of 2010 to 2020 had, in my opinion, the weakest defenders of any era that I've seen, ever. Like, you cannot name me one defender in that decade that can be in the same stratosphere as the De Boer brothers, Desai, Cannavaro, Nesta, Maldini, Thuram. Because those were proper defenders. So, again, we have to tell the full story. But guys, even beyond that, guys, you see, I remember, because I used to do like movie review stuff and everything. And there were times when I was fed up with movies. I was like, this movie is crap. This movie is crap. This movie is crap. And I was like, this movie is crap. And I was like, you know what? I sound like a depressed, miserable dude. Me just saying this is crap. So I realized to myself that if it's so crap, then just don't watch the films. There's no point in me spouting if it's so crap, if it's so crap. See, if by me saying it's crap, things will change, But if by me saying that movies are crap today, and it's not going to change, I just go and watch the classics. And the old good movie that comes up, I'll just go back and I have all my 4K DVDs and all my films that I can go and watch, and all the classics that I can watch again and again. So my thing is, if you believe that this era is trash, these players are horrible, they'll never be as good, stop watching football and just watch those old YouTube videos. So I think the annoyance comes from because Messi and Ronaldo were not there, and people felt that, Messi should still be there because he's still the best player in the world. Cool. If you're angry that Messi and Ronaldo are not there because you still believe they should be there, and these players are not good enough as them in 2024, if that angers you, then don't watch these guys. So when Messi Ronaldo retires, stop watching football. Football is bigger than any one thing. As I said again, this decade here, I believe that the guys of my decade are better than this list. I believe that this list is superior. This list is superior to that 2015 list. It's superior. And I believe that this list is superior to that list over there. Because again, this list I'll give you really good attacking midfielders and wingers that I'll give you. There is not a single striker on this list that is as good as my 2000 list. There's not a single defender or pure striker on this list. So let's look at the strikers. So we have Ibrahimovic, Aguero, so Ibrahimovic, Aguero, and Lewandowski. I think Lewandowski is here. He's here, isn't he? Yes. So Neymar, Robin. Okay, the cannibal. So you have the cannibal, you have Aguero, you have Ibrahimovic. You can make an argument for the cannibal. You can make an argument. No, you can make an argument for the cannibal. But I'm sorry. Shevchenko, Batistuta, Henry, I'm taking them. And even further back, Ronaldo, Batistuta, Dennis Bergkamp, I'm taking them. I'm taking them. And for me, in terms of just flamboyance and magic, you can maybe name one or two players that are on the same level as Rivaldo, i.e. that being Messi and Neymar. Outside of Messi and Neymar, you cannot name me another player who has more technique and more stability than Rivaldo, outside of Messi and Neymar on that list. And let's even talk about the defenders. There are no defenders on that list. And I'm sorry, guys. You see, I'm a football purist. All positions matter. keeper, defender, midfielder, attacker. So that list that has maybe one striker that can say what's up to this list, which is the cannibal. Outside of the cannibal, Aguero, Benzema, and Lewandowski are not saying what's up to any strikers from the 90s or the 2000s. They're not. And there's not a single defender on our freaking list to even compare to this list here. So again, guys, my thing here is this is the new era. And we've been through this before. The issue here is managers have too much control and they're stifling individuality. We get that. We understand that. And that is a fight we can have. And that's a fight that I continue to have to be like, amazing players exist. Guys, who knows what Endrick's going to do? Bro, I've seen clips of Esteval. I've seen clips of Esteval. So there are guys who will always exist. The issue is, will their individuality be stifled? Are we going to restrict Endrick from being what he can be? Are we going to restrict Esteval from being what he's going to be? And they're going to be a lot more from South America coming through and more from Africa, Europe, and so forth. So the issue is managers allow those truly special players to exist and express themselves and don't stifle them with too many instructions and this systematic way of playing. But again, you have to embrace the new era. And beyond just embracing the new era, we don't know how their story ends. In 2015, we know how their story ends. Some stories ended great. Some stories didn't end great. As good as Neymar was, and we know Neymar is amazing talented, he wasn't what he was supposed to be. Ibra flopped based on his talents. Ibra was a flop based on his talents. Aguero should have done way more. Aguero, Ibrahimovic, Neymar, Pogba, Hazard, as good as they were, they should have done a lot more and should have been even better than they were. So their stories are written. These guys, their stories are not written. So you can't have an appraisal on most of these players who are young and still developing and are still improving and are still in their early 20s. So until their story is fully written, then we can make a full-on assessment. Think about becoming a Football Hut member. If you're a desktop merchant, just click on the join button below, over here. Or if you're a mobile phone merchant, just click on the join button below the video over here and join the true elite content crack addicts. Peace.